beginning monologue that I do before we start going live, because we're going to start playing the intro that we now have and possess and can play with the new music by Dallas, man. If you guys don't know, the Double XP podcast intro is done by Dallas. On the Lord's Day, which is Sunday, Dallas does he's the first voice you hear every Sunday on the Lord's Day for the On Lord's podcast. The very first voice you hear is Dallas. So as I prepare to share this out on Twitter and let everyone know that we are live, and with that being said, what's going on, people? Fame Entertainment from level1gambling.com, and congratulations, you guys leveled up to 15. This is the Take 2 podcast. Listen, yesterday was a ball on Double XP. We had Eric Cuts for the win. It was a great episode. We also debuted our exclusive interview with Danielle Rain. If you're a big Mass Effect fan, you would definitely enjoy that. But I do want to introduce, of course, my co-host for today, my sister Slim Hugger. What's going on, sis?
Not much. Same. I'm here. I'm eating. Yes, Farron, you caught me slipping. I'm hungry. I'm a hungry girl. Leave me alone. We're here to talk about some of the few things. We covered a lot of stuff yesterday. Right now, I'm in the process of downloading and setting up one of those things we're going to talk about today. But I'm just excited to be hanging out with my big brother, to be listening to the awesome intro Dallas made for us. And I hope you guys, keep the chat lively. Make sure to tweet this out, share this out. If you want to join the Discord, because last night we had a ball doing the premiere of the interview for Danielle Rain. So please join the Discord. We will be dropping links if you want to.
Yeah, that was super dope last night for everybody who came in through the Discord and was just like chit-chatting and talking during that premiere. That was freaking awesome. But yeah, man, Dallas, listen
here.
Listen. Dallas is talented. I mean, there is no doubt in anyone's mind on the talent that this guy has, right? We're getting ready to drop this music. I'm gonna wait us a few more minutes if we get a couple more people here before. And of course, if you're watching, listen to this after fact, of course you're gonna be hearing it soon. If you guys can do us a favor, share the link out, let people know that we are live. We're about to debut this new music.
I don't think y'all are ready for it.
Don't harsh the visuals too hard, because the visual side, that was me, and I'm not the best in the world.
Praise the visual.
But I tried to put something together that would not only match the high energy of the song, but to match what's going on along with the music. So I thought that was pretty dope. So I guess I can stop stalling, and with no further ado, this is the newest intro for Take 2 podcast. So I'm going to
enjoy.
Mute myself and the music. How cute.
Who? Oh, hit the like button. Share this with your mommy and your daddy and your cousin. And hit the bell if you want to show some loving. We just trying to level 1 to get the name buzzing. What a day that'll be. Double time, double fine, double A battery. Double mid twins trying to jump my anatomy. If you don't leave a like, you shouldn't have the audacity. Power of the mind, got an X mentality. Couldn't put them on, now your X-Man mad at me. Haters out here acting like it happened automatically. So if I give them game, then it's turn-based strategy. Whoa, used to be the guy they was ignoring. Sleeping on the keys, I'm an all cap snoring. That's just what happened when your podcast boring. I'ma tell him take 2 and call a doctor in the morning. I'ma tell him take 2 and call a doctor in the morning. Yeah, I'ma tell him take 2 and call a doctor in the morning. I'ma tell him take 2 and tell him take 2 in the morning.
You can't tell me anything besides flames. You can't tell me nothing else besides flame. Like, listen, Dallas did his thing. Whoa, Dallas definitely did his thing, man. And I appreciate you doing that for us and having us the dope intro to play every Thursday. So start next week. That's how we want to start the podcast. Once again, man, if you guys are looking to get some music done, man, I know Dallas Commissions is open. Hit him up. I don't know about what his rates and stuff is. He did us because we family. That's different. But definitely, man, hit
Like,
him up if you guys want. Like I
you
said,
also came through with them visuals, though. Don't knock it,
man, it was
because
a
you hit that stuff right on beat, right with the
it was
words. Yeah.
and I was motivated to do that because of Dallas, right? So if you vibe out with the Double XP intro, if you vibe out with the Iron Lords intro, if you vibe out with what you just saw, and you're looking to get some music done for your show, your channel, your website, whatever the case may be, hit Dallas up. Hit his commissions up. I'm sure he not gonna turn down no pesos. Hit that man up. So we're gonna jump right into it. There's not a lot happening in the world right now. Today was pretty much a slow day, and it typically happens on a Thursday, but that's okay because this is stuff that we want to talk about that we actually think is actually pretty dope that you guys want to hear about. So if you have not known, it has been confirmed that the Black Panther is getting a series on Disney Plus. This is confirmed. This isn't a replacement for the Black Panther 2 movie. This will be set in Wakanda. There isn't much details on what we will be seeing, who will be seeing. I have a few ideas on where they could go, depending on what they do with Black Panther 2, which one actually airs first. I would love, to me personally, I would love for the series to air before Black Panther 2. I don't think it's going to happen. But Hook, I kind of get your thoughts about this, and I'll kind of give my thoughts on where they could go with the series.
Like, I don't want to call it a filler TV series, but I would like it for it to do a lot of world building. We got a lot of world building in Black Panther 1, but like, fill in the gaps. What is Wakandan society like? What is it like to live in the village? What are their basic tech? We saw a lot of it, and praise to the director and praise to the costume designers. They did an amazing job of taking traditional African cultures and traditional African dresses and mixing it with the futuristic that is Wakanda. So I want to see what like life is like in Wakanda. What the Dora Milaje are doing in their daytime when they're not protecting the cannons. Like, what is Wakanda like? That's what I want to see. Maybe sprinkle in some hints of what we might see in Black Panther 2. But you're right. I don't think it's going to come out before Black Panther 2, but they could still do some world building.
For me personally, what I want to see? I'm in that notion of when it comes to any movie or TV show, if I don't see you die, like death, closed eyes, no breathing, fingers on the neck saying, hey, he ain't got no pulse. If I don't see you dead, you didn't die, right? Wouldn't it be kind of awesome for that series to somewhat hover around Killmonger? Because technically, when you really look at what they did with the Killmonger character, right? He's not a bad guy. He just does things in a bad way.
Yeah.
Think about, and I saw someone else talked about this. If you watch Luke Cage, and Luke Cage and Cottonmouth. Cottonmouth wasn't necessarily a bad guy. He wanted the best for the city. Killmonger wants what's best for black people. He just not necessarily doing it the right way. I'm sure Michael B. Jordan would sign on in a heartbeat. I think with the death of Chadwick Boseman, having Michael B. Jordan there would be great, because I'm sorry, you're gonna have a tough time without some of the main names, without M'Baku or some of those guys. If you're just trying to just do Wakanda without some of those big names, you're gonna have a tough time getting people to latch on from the jump, right? And it still may be good. I'm not going to question Ryan Coogler, because Ryan Coogler is going to be directing it again, which is awesome because he did an amazing job with Black Panther. But man, you really want, depending on what they do with Black Panther 2, because we don't kind of know whether we know for a fact that they're not going to recast T'Challa, but depending on what they do with Black Panther 2, that series could be super dope based around Killmonger, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it's like I believe Hela from Ragnarok is coming back, because technically we didn't see her die. We just saw her be there when Sutor plunged the sword into Asgard. So I think Hela is going to come back in some capacity, not in Black Panther 2, or maybe we don't know where she went. But it'll be interesting, like who's going to be in it, because there's still that we talked about this with WandaVision. There's still that stigma of movie actors doing TV shows, even though you couldn't do WandaVision without Elizabeth Olsen or, oh god, I can't remember Vision's name. Paul
Ruttney?
Something.
Who is Paul Ruttney? If he's not Paul Ruttney, then I don't know where I got the word Ruttney from. Now I gotta look it up. Is it who is Paul Ruttney? Because that's
Paul Bettany.
Bettany, okay, then I was close. Yes,
you were more spot on than I was. But yeah, I wonder what's gonna be, because I mean, this is what's great about video games, about TV shows, is we can sit there and speculate. And maybe they're out there listening. I doubt they're listening to us, but you never know. Maybe they're listening like, hey, this random podcast talking about the show and what they expect for the show. I expect it to be on the same level as WandaVision. It doesn't need to be Black Panther movie like level, because that's a lot of money and that's a big ass budget and that's a big ass movie. But it needs to be like Marvel Studios movies quality.
Yeah, WandaVision has set the tone. Like Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm about to say Black Soldier. Falcon and Winter Soldier, like it has to, because it's going to start right when WandaVision ends. It has to have that same quality, right? Because I know a lot of people tried to crap on WandaVision, and shout out there's some more WandaVision stuff coming on the channel. I don't want to dive into it. We got that content coming, but a lot of people didn't necessarily like the first couple of episodes of WandaVision, and then they got to 4, and now all the characters are finally starting to latch on. But that episode 4 has pretty much, to me, set the tone, because that was a quality episode. Like, if you couldn't tell me as I'm watching it for 30 minutes, I wasn't watching a Marvel movie, like a high quality Marvel movie, right? So whatever you do with the Black Panther series, I mean, as they've seen with the sales of the Black Panther movie, a black superhero is going to sell, and you know, depending on what they do with T'Challa and stuff like that. But man, having this around Killmonger would be super dope if they plan on continuing the character. Maybe not necessarily in Black Panther 2. You want to continue the character, and you want to be able to have people watch it. Bring back Michael B. Jordan in that role. Huge.
And also, shout out to Trevor for letting me onto his Disney Plus, so now I can watch The Mandalorian and WandaVision and be all caught up with you guys, because Disney doesn't like Canada. So, you know, I'm gonna go watch it right after this.
What you mean doesn't like Canada?
WandaVision. Because our prices are like double yours, and we get a whole bunch of blocks put in.
Really?
They don't like us. I don't know what's their problem.
That sucks.
We get good Netflix, but Disney sucks.
That's muy garbo. Hey, Gold Chain, thanks for coming through, brother. Hey, this show won't be too long, but we're actually going to end the show with the intro for those who didn't catch it at the beginning. We debuted some new music by Dallas. Like I said, we don't have a lot of topics today. We're not going to hold everyone long, but we will be debuting or replaying as Hugger is tried to inconspicuously dip down and put that food in her mouth. Like, she did that as if we not looking at her. Food all on her lips. She gonna act like that just didn't happen.
Fine,
At that point, you might as well bring it up and let people see it. Exactly. Because you did a terrible job of hiding the fact that you eat. Like, you tried to like chew like really small, but we can see you, fam. Like, we see you. You may have shades on. You may have shades on inside the house, but we see you. Yes, Chakalaka, you did miss the beginning, but we're going to play it at the end. Please hang around and kick it with us for a little bit longer. We're going to play it again, and I think you guys are going to like it. Dallas did an amazing freaking job. But yes, just to wrap up, I am excited about this Black Panther series on Disney Plus. I hope they do it right. I'm really still praying that Black Panther 2 is done right, but this series can really hit it off if it's done correctly. But you have to have those names, man. You can't have a WandaVision without Wanda and Vision. Black Panther went
like a cheap knockoff.
Yeah, like, you know, even Captain America and Winter Soldier, they were big names in the Avengers. So in the Black Panther series, since you can't have Black Panther,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The other characters, yeah.
Exactly. If we can't have T'Challa, and if they may, of course, they're not going to redo T'Challa, but they may go the whole Shuri route, and then Shuri be the mainstay of the series, and that's possible too, right? That's cool. Everyone like Shuri, like the character. That's no issue with that. But yeah. Killmonger brings a whole different feel to the series.
because he's like Bizarro. He's Black Panther's equal in every single way.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
indeed.
I don't think they should ever Gold Chain. I'm gonna disagree with that. I don't think they should ever recast Black Panther.
Please,
I
and
mean,
it's
even in the comic, they give it to Shuri, so it's the natural progression.
please tell me, like, if for those who aren't watching live, a Gold Chain, who is a friend, a family of Level One, says that he believes they should recast him, recast the child. I would like to know why you think that, and then not even that. Who would you want to see in that role? Because man, there's certain roles that's gonna be hard to replace. Like if you
Hmm.
told me that they're bringing back Iron Man and it's somebody besides RDJ, I'm out.
Yep.
Like it's hard,
So
right?
it's the same.
Hulk got replaced
I
and
was
no one
watching.
cared.
Yeah, that's
Certain
true.
characters you
I
can
was,
replace and no one's gonna care.
I was watching a breakdown of why Joker's or Jared Leto's Joker was such a eh, but then what was his name? Joaquin Phoenix's was so loved, and this one guy, Midnight, I can't remember the channel's name, but I'll try to find it. Said it's like jump in his country. He has a term of jumping after Vicola, is jumping after this really famous person, famous skier, Olympic winner, and you have to go right after them, and you're never going to be as good as them. So that's why Joker. Well, he did a lot. He was weird. I think we can all agree Jared Leto's Joker was just too much
Yeah,
all the time. But you can't come after Heath Ledger and expect him to be a better Joker than Heath Ledger. But you can go after Jared Leto and you can be a better Joker than him because nobody like that Joker. So I don't know how you can go after Chadwick Boseman because no matter what you do, he's never going to be Chadwick. He's never going to be Black Panther, the next person. So I don't know how that's going to work out.
and we can always stick our foots in our mouth, right? We can always say
Oh God, yeah.
it could be somebody great. I'm like, oh snap, that was a good idea. And I get what Gold Chain is saying, right? It's a disservice to T'Challa, right? For him to just completely just be
Mm-hmm.
gone, because I mean he's a main character. I just think it's hard, man. I get what you're saying 100%, like 100%.
Yeah.
Like I understand what you say. I just think at this point it just might be too difficult, too soon. It wasn't like he was a. It's a situation where the character was a bad casting choice and then we replaced him, But he was perfect, the
Yeah.
absolute perfect casting choice, and we lost him. That's why it's so difficult to come to the conclusion. Yeah, we should recast him because I don't want to see it, and it's more of the leaving a space there for Chadwick Boseman, right? I don't want that role to be fulfilled right now, right?
Maybe in a couple of years, yeah, but not right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. If
Still
they
fresh.
kind of like how they did with the Joker, if Joker's in a whole different realm or something like that, when it's down the line, okay. I just think it's way
Mm-hmm.
too soon, man. I think we just lost him last year, and then and they're already getting ready to start to shoot the movie, so you would have to have recast him already. So you telling me 6 months after his death? All right, we got a new T'Challa. Man, it's gonna rub a
That'd
lot
be a
of people the
bad
wrong
taste.
way, including me, and I'm gonna be out. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna be out.
I get what you're saying when they replace James Bond and Batman. James Bond has always been one of those series that it's never. They actually speak on it in I can't remember which movie. I think it's Doctor no, from Russia with Love. One of them. They're all orphans. It's a 007 program. That's what it is. And Batman, all the Batmans we've gotten so far have been they're restarting the story every single time. The Christian Bale restarting Batman from the beginning. The Ben Affleck kind of restarting Batman from the beginning, but not
They
really.
sort
But
of
it's a different type of Batman.
they ran into the future with this Batman, giving us old man
Yeah.
Bruce. Yeah, but with this, it's like with T'Challa, it's like a continuation. It isn't a restart. It isn't. It's like a continuation, and that's why it's like, man, I'm all for a deep fake of somehow, because we got to pay homage to him, right? But a recast, that I'm kind of stuck on that.
Not yet.
Yeah, not quite yet. But hey, we're gonna move on because we do want to get for everybody to be able to hear that new intro again, that new music by Dallas. I brought this topic up because it's something we've talked about numerous occasions, right? And I seen a YouTuber who I really enjoy watching his content, Kofi, made a couple of videos about it's time to admit that we buy new consoles for old games, and that's something I've been preaching for the longest. When you buy a brand new console day one, You cannot sit here and tell me, "Oh, you playing on new games." It's not. It's not. You got 1 or 2 games tops. So let's really take back a second and look at it. The Xbox Series X dropped with nothing new bangers or whatever you want to call it to play because Halo Infinite was gone. Right now, you get the medium and stuff like that, but it's few and far in between. Besides some third-party titles, right? PlayStation 5, you got Dark Souls, Spider-Man, and that new Destruction game came out. Golf, a bunch of games that you really don't necessarily care about. But what is the most hype that we've seen since Spider-Man and the Dark Souls? God of War. People getting excited about playing
Elden Ring.
Well, yeah, but I'm like, but people to be able to play right now, God of War, because it's at 60 frames per second, and so
that's true.
I think and I'm glad he's saying this. I've been saying this for a while. You guys have to be okay, and stop sticking your foot in your mouth saying, "Oh, I didn't spend $500 to play some old game." Yeah, you did. Yes, you did, because it's the beginning of the gen, and not a single company, whether it's Microsoft or Sony, is going to be supplying you with constant, consistent new titles. Especially in the pandemic, even these third parties are not coming out as far as big games go at a consistent rate. So what are you playing? You're playing games you missed last gen. You're playing games you missed last gen that probably has a higher frame rate, resolution.
Where's the liar on there?
My man, go ahead.
We need old games. Well, I probably am not the best metric for this because 90% of what I do, especially on my channel, is play old games. Old games from PS2, Commodore 64, the Amiga era. Like, that's what I do. So I am fine with having a new console that can play the old games. I prefer to have a new console that I can still go back and do the backwards compatibility. Like,
imagine I having backwards compatibility on a console.
That would be like you said, there's not enough games in the libraries right now to justify paying $500 for 4 games. Like, I want to go back and I want to play. Look at the biggest titles right now on Xbox Game Pass. Yakuza. The original Yakuza's came out 20 plus years ago.
Yep.
And people are like,
and it's a big deal.
They rebooted.
And it's a big deal, right? I think people are
Final
selective.
Fantasy.
Like Gold Chain said, I've been playing all type of old games. I'm not tripping. That's how it should be, right? Because we always talk about what a big backlog we have, right? So a lot of us got physical games. We ain't even take out the plastic on them, right? To be able to pop those into your new console. And then a lot of times, just by the fact of it being a new console, it's going to run the game better. So you're going to get a better experience this gen than you did last gen, whether or not it has an actual patch. We got to get over ourselves. We definitely got to get over ourselves. I don't
get it. I just play the games, enjoy the games. Play something that maybe you didn't get a chance to play or wouldn't play on the previous era. Like, just enjoy the games. I don't understand why people just don't want to play some games. Enjoy the game.
I think this is a console only, quote unquote, non-issue, because PC gamers you know what I'm saying? This isn't, this is nothing new, right? Yeah, man's is gonna buy a Ryzen, was it 5 or whatever? I don't know what the new Ryzen. I'm not a PC guy, right? RTX 3090, and they're gonna pop in Overwatch. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Brand new parts in their PC. They probably got 64 gigs of RAM, 3090, RTX is on, and they're playing Overwatch. And no one's going to say anything about it, right? But the second you get a new console, the moment you tell somebody, hey, I'm playing Halo 3, they're going to act like you cussed out their mama.
That's true.
It's only a stigma on console, and I don't know who created this stigma.
I don't either. Like, I would love to pull up to my PlayStation 5 and go, you know what? I'm feeling nostalgic state, and load up one of my PlayStation 2 games. Like, that would be, or have the like a Yakuza, have the my leg, mastered versions, have the re-up versions. My legs, I can walk. They saw me stand up last night.
We did see you stand up. I was like, I forget that Hugger has legs. I forget.
Because I don't have a yellow shirt.
Chill, B. I'm supposed to be making the yellow church. No, let me stop.
But yeah, I just enjoy them, because I remember at the end of the year, we all do our gaming roundup and stuff, and it's like, oh, what games did you play most? And most of my games were not games that came out in the last like 5 years. Enjoy your games. Do the games you didn't get to play. Who cares if it's on the new console, old console? Just enjoy your games, baby. Play them stuffs.
I think that should be more prevalent this year. Now that we're most likely getting to that $70 price tag that we talked about. It's like this Destruction All Stars game that's on PS Plus. Imagine if it wasn't on PS Plus and you paid $70 for it, right? Like you gonna wait till that Joker price fall, and that might be next gen by the time you actually play it. But hey, it's gonna look running a whole lot better than it did on PS5. So shout out to the folks who don't discriminate against old games. But we do want to talk about one more topic before we leave, and it has to do with an old game. So Hugger brought to my attention. I wasn't aware of this, but there was a Golden Eye 360 game that was canceled. Hugger.
It was okay. So it's GoldenEye remastered for the Xbox 360, not reloaded because there is that thing, but it's GoldenEye remastered for the 360, brought up from the N64 onto the new console, and it was canceled. There was a delay and then it was canceled. So when was this? 98, 99, early 2000s, something like that. I was a wee little ass. I graduated in 2011. I graduated high school, so
2011. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you really are my little sister. You a baby. Oh man.
I'm only 27, man.
Oh, you ain't too young. You 3 years from playing with us.
That's true. And so the game kind of like went away. It was a work between Nintendo, because Nintendo held the original rights for N64, MGM Grand, who holds the rights for James Bond, and Microsoft, and then the game disappeared. A lot of games have disappeared. We've seen that a lot of times. Galebound, and
now come on.
I can't help myself. We just early this year or last year, there was somebody found the password protected, like major password protected files, and they said we're gonna work to decrypt them and put it out there. Yesterday, the decrypted files were put on archive.org. If you guys don't know what archive.org is, it's the Internet Archive. So anything that you could find on there or find from the past is on there. Literally anything. Old games, old movies, old TV shows are archived on this internet library. And now it's out there available to play. I don't know. So far, I've only seen like 2 hours of footage, and I have just downloaded it today and I'll probably play it later. But yeah, the whole remastered game at native 4K is out there. Well, not whole remastered game. I shouldn't say that because it's only 2 hours so far, but that's really freaking exciting because this is like the stuff of Legends where an old game that was canceled suddenly comes back from the dead. And it doesn't happen very often, or at least the true game doesn't come out very often, because you do see a lot of people trying to like remake the game. Like there's somebody that remade PT almost completely 1-to-1. But that's a remake. That's a different game. This is the original game, original source code that was supposed to be on the Xbox 360 that is out there to play right now. And get it from archive.org. I can't give you the specific links, and we will not link to it because some people can consider that piracy.
You ain't have to blame us.
Out there. Exactly.
Yeah, level 1 out here passing out the yeah. I mean,
we're not gonna link it.
If you want to add somebody in the Discord, that's a different story. If you need that, hit us up. We get you in the Discord, and maybe or maybe not somebody may or may not DM you, and which may or may not have numbers and / letters and / asterisks and all this type of stuff that may or may not send you to a place that may or may not allow you to play said game. I think that's
it's just that it's out there. Seriously, just
think our bases
Google
are
it
covered.
and you'll find it. Exactly, and it's on. You can only use it on PC under the Zinnia emulator because that's all it works on right now. But I'm excited to crack into this because this is really freaking cool to see that something like this, gaming history that we thought was lost, just come back out. That's I had the same reaction when, oh god, they announced Resident Evil 8 that they were remaking that or remastering it. Because for a long time, the knowledge was that they had lost the source code, that they didn't have it anymore. But here it is. It's back, baby. They found it. And I'm so excited to see things like this happen more and more. Because maybe this will lead to, maybe they pick it up now. They pick it up and they actually make a full honest to God remake. Because there is that news that IO Interactive is working on a 007 game.
Yes.
Haven't heard anything else about it, but there is news about that. I'm kind of excited.
Indeed. Yeah, she said Resident Evil 8. I did catch that too, but I don't think you meant to say 8.
What did I say? Oh, I meant Final Fantasy 8. Oh, shoot.
I caught that too, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to let her make it.
You know why?
But Trevor's like, no passes.
You know, I'm thinking of Resident Evil because I showed Fame a meme earlier that.
Oh yeah. If we had the meme box, it would definitely get us in trouble. That
oh my
cool.
God, we would be in so much trouble if I posted that.
But listen, thank you guys for rocking with us. We're about to play as an outro the newest intro for the podcast. We held a good time, 30 minutes. We normally have the show about 30 to 35 minutes. Last week I think we went 45, but you never know when it comes to take two because of how the topic and how things flow. But listen, I want to thank you guys for rocking with us. Don't forget tomorrow's Peep Game Podcast, and I believe we have a new show with one of our newest members, King Phoenix, will be debuting tomorrow as well. And if I'm not mistaken, Saturday or Sunday, the new show by Chris will be... I think we'll be releasing Sunday. I could be wrong, right? But we do have 2 new shows from 2 of our newest family members that will be releasing on the channel this week. I think they may or may not be live. We'll see. That's something that, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Hugger, anything before we play this new hotness and get up out of here?
Trevor and I are also working on a show. We're going to sit down and go over all the details. If you love just diving into one topic and getting down, what do the kids say? Balls deep into it.
Whoa!
That's what we'll be talking about. Also, thank you, Trevor. I'm gonna go watch WandaVision now. Thank you for letting me have your Disney Plus login. I'm gonna go watch WandaVision. I'm gonna go catch up on The Mandalorian. I'm gonna go fall in love with Baby Yoda again. And I know his name. I don't care what it is. I'm just gonna go fall in love. And thank you guys for joining us. If you want to join the Discord, let us know. We will send you a link. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Listen, I'm about to play this. I'm about to make sure I got this set up and ready. So I'm about to play this. I'm going to be out of here. But before I play it, I want to say congratulations. You guys leveled up to 14. This was the Take Two podcast. We'll see you guys next Thursday. Next Wednesday, the WSP podcast with our guest, Red Infamy, the queen herself, will be rocking with us next Wednesday. Tomorrow, Peep Game. New shows are starting this week. I'm going to cold mic us, and then we're out. Peace. The music, hot
Who? Oh, hit the like button. Share this with your mama and your daddy and your cousin. And hit the bell if you want to show some loving. We just trying to level 1 to get the name buzzing. What a day that'll be. Double time, double fine, double A battery. Double mid twins trying to jump my anatomy. If you don't leave a like, you shouldn't have the audacity. Power of the mind got an X mentality. Couldn't put them on, now your X-Man mad at me. Haters out here acting like it happened automatically. So if I give them game, then it's turn-based strategy. Whoa, used to be the guy they was ignoring. Sleeping on the keys, I'm an all cap snoring. That's just what happened when your podcast boring. I'ma tell them take 2 and call it doctor in the morning. I'ma tell them take 2 and call it doctor in the morning. Yeah, I'ma tell them take doctor in the morning. I'ma tell them take 2 in the morning.